I'm going to show you how to create PDFs that you can use as a lead magnet or a supporting document in a program that you create. It can be a checklist, a workbook, anything like that. You'll see when I get in the program why I love to use this program. It's very easy to use and it has design elements combined with Word. Keynotes is Apple's version of PowerPoint, and it's really easy to navigate through, and that's why I like to use it. So you're going to open up your Keynotes if you have an Apple, and you are going to select File, New, and just select the basic white, and then select Create. The first thing that I want to do is I want to change the format. I want to make it the same size as a standard piece of paper. So if people decide to print it from their own home printer, or you decide to put it in a book, it is the standard size of a sheet of paper. So I'm gonna come up here to the upper right hand corner, and you're gonna see a square that says document. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna change it. So right here, this says slide size. I am going to change this to custom, and it is in points. And so the dimensions of a piece of paper is 612 points by 792. So that's going to change the orientation of the page, and this will be equivalent to a piece of paper. All right, once you've resized it, the next thing that we're going to do is, again, in the upper right-hand corner, you're going to select Format. Okay, then the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to come in here and we are going to select Edit Master Slide. What I'm going to do in here is I am just going to delete all of these slides. So what we're going to do in here is we are going to create a template that you can use over and over again. How I do it is, and you can do it however you want, you can play around with it. I'm just going to show you how I do it, and then I want you to get creative and do your own. So I come up to the up in the top, and we are going to select shape. I'm going to select a square. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make it fit just the inside of the piece of paper or the dimension. Then I'm going to come up here on the right hand side, color fill. I want no color fill, but I'm going to come down here and I do want a border. So I'm going to select a border. Right next to the border, you'll see how many points it is. This is personal preference. I like it around a 3. Then the next thing that you want to do is you want to come into your color picker right here. We're going to select this. And you have the ability to put your branding colors in here. So here are my branding colors, and I can easily click on those. But let's say, for example, your branding color is like a red or something similar to that. You can move it around and get your exact branding colors. So we already have red in here. So let's do a blue. I'm going to come to blue. I like this pretty blue. Let's put it in here. You can slide it around. If you have like a JPEG of all of your branding colors, or just something that has your branding colors, you can pull it in here. You can go insert, choose, and you can pick an image in here. Okay, this is just an image on my desktop that has my branding colors. I can just pull it in here. And what I can do is I take the little eye picker and I'm going to just click on, this is my branding color, and it will turn this square right here, that color. And then I can just pull it over and add it to my palette. So that's what you can do. And I would recommend that, getting all of your branding colors in here. So then it's super easy to create a template. So then we have a blue. I'm going to go, let's see the blue where. Let's grab this again and see what's the blue that we picked, blue. Okay, I'm going to just drag that and add it. So then I have my branding color right here. Okay, so then I have created an outline here. So then I'm going to come over to the left-hand side and I'm just going to right click and I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to name this. I can just name it, let's see, I can just name it frame. Then I want to name this one. I'm going to rename this, and this one's going to be my title page. All right, so I want to add something different on this page. So I'm going to come up here to shape. I'm just going to pick a line, make this level, move it up, center it. I'm going to change the color to match my branding. I'm going to click on the color wheel, select blue. I want to make it a little bit thicker, maybe 2 or 3. And then here's my title page. So then when I want to add a text to it, this can be my main title page that I do. Say, for example, you want to do a page. I'm going to duplicate this again, get rid of this. Or actually, you know what I'm going to do for this is I want to add a page, and the page is going to be just a notes page. So if you're creating, say, a workbook and you want to have a page that's specifically just for notes, you can create that. So I'll just put in here notes. Then I'm going to put this right here. You can do some creative things in there. Like I might add a shape that's like my branding color, do a little square. You can get really creative. And that's why I like using this program to create PDFs as opposed to pages, is because I feel like it's easier to move things around. I feel like when I used a Word doc or pages, it messes up the format. So here's a color right here. Okay, I like that. You can come down here, lower on the page, and I'm going to bring the opacity back a little bit. And just, you can do something creative like that if you want. So this is kind of fun because it adds a little bit of graphic design while you're creating your PDFs. And you're also creating these themes that you can use over and over. So then the next thing I might add is I'm going to do, this is going to be my notes. So I'm going to create a line. I'm going to start right here. Just drag it. So then you can create place for people to put notes. And then I'm just going to copy and paste this and just do that over and over. You can kind of play around with the spacing. Okay, so that is what I would do. I would do it all the way down. So you can also just like create those, copy, paste, and then it will go a little bit faster. Paste again. Paste again. And there you've created a notes page. So then right here, I'm going to right click it. I'm going to rename it. And then it's going to be a notes page. Okay. So if you're doing a workbook, this is a great resource to do. So then once it's done, I'm just going to select done, and you have created the templates. So then I can come in here, and this is going to be my worksheet. And say that I'm like, okay, I want to do a worksheet, and the worksheet is called money mindset, right? So on the right-hand side, I'm going to select change the master, and I want a title. So I'm going to put a title in there. I'm going to add a text, and let's put money mindset, and I want this to be lowercase. I'm going to drag this up here. You can use your font. So one of my fonts is in here. Let's find it. This is one of my fonts that I use. I'm going to make it bigger so it stands out. Like that. And then I'm going to add text, and I can add, you can add, just different text. Write out your money issues, something like that. That's not what I would write, but you get the point. Okay, so then I can do something like this. Then I want to create a box for people, because this is going to be a fillable PDF. So then what I'm going to do is I am going to add, it's not that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a box. So again, I select the box. I'm going to resize it on how I want it. And then click on that. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to, on the right hand side, I'm going to put no fill. And then I'm going to put border, change it to my branding. It's a little bit thick. I'm going to make it smaller. And then there. So you can do that. The other thing that you can do when you are creating a fillable PDF is just even a line. So if you want people to fill in a line, change the color, and they can write, you could, instead of doing the box here, you could put just a one-liner like this. Anytime you create a line, it's going to default and put a box right here for a spot for you to write text in or for your clients to write text in. So anyway, that is how I create my themes for my fillable PDFs.